The breathing challenge ends in 4 days, but your practice doesn't have to. Here's what typically happens when we get to the end of a challenge. Motivation wanes, you might just stop, you drift back into your old habits, and ultimately, the 28 days you just spent learning and practicing breaths is all for naught. But this doesn't have to be a 28-day challenge. It can be a habit you build into your daily life for the rest of your life. So let's talk about what are some steps to ensure your success, that you do this the rest of your life rather than just simply, I did it for 28 days and that's it. Excuse me. So what I would encourage you to do is pick one of the breathing techniques, whichever one you feel is the best for you, whichever one resonates with you the most, and figure out how to make it a non-negotiable part of your day. Think of it as a non-negotiable self-care routine, which we can all benefit from. Then I want you to consider, how do I anchor this to a habit I'm already doing? We'll call it a habit stack. So you want to think about, I'm going to do this when I'm drinking my coffee, while I'm on the commode, if you will. I could be brushing my teeth. It could be before bedtime. It could be before I get out of bed in the morning. There's a ton of things you can do to anchor this into your life, but regardless of where you find time to do it, or where you, I should say, plan to do it, I want to encourage you to do less time. Do a short stint. Do 2 minutes instead of 20, because this is going to be much more likely, because imagine people have a hard time making sense of setting aside 20 minutes in their day. Use something that you can track it with. A calendar on the wall. A habit tracker you can download for free on the App Store. You could have a journal. Whatever you might want to do, that's going to help you document your success and keep you accountable to yourself more than anything. Okay? But build in flexibility so that you feel, if I miss a day, I'm not beating myself up. It's just part of my life, and I'm committed to this, because you don't need to do it perfect. You just need to practice, and that's how it becomes a technique. And not everybody does these practices forever, but I would encourage you to consider that your life is probably going to be better, if not definitively better, when you do this on an everyday basis. Because when you find time for yourself, when you dedicate time for yourself, when you plan it in your day and it's a grounding exercise for yourself, that's when your nervous system anticipates it. And almost like Pavlov's dog, where they salivate for the food when they ring the bell, this can be your body saying, oh, thank goodness, we're coming to that point in the day where I get to recenter myself. I'm grounding again. And that's what's really helpful. So for today's practice, let's have you decide which one you want to use, right? The physiological breath, the grounding breath, the breath of fire, right? Is it the box breathing? Whichever one you want to do. Just pick one, because this is going to help make it a habit for the rest of your life, not just the 28 days of February. Long-term nervous system changes require time, and when you commit to doing this, you're committing to yourself and your overall longevity and your vitality, because it doesn't mean that you have to do it every day, but if you do it most of the days, you're going to feel so much better. So research shows that 5 to 10 minutes, if you can do that much a day, is going to be fantastic. Although I still want to encourage you, if you can only do 2, just do 2. Because ultimately, this is going to, when you get to that 5 and 10 minute mark, it's going to increase your heart rate variability, which we've talked about all month, about raising your longevity and your vitality, and just helping your nervous system regulate itself more. The key is to stack it month after month and year after year, because that's what's going to trump the intensity. You don't need to do a lot of intensity in a short period of time, just do a small bit over a long period of time. So sustainability is the goal, and if we think about it, tomorrow we're going to be troubleshooting probably the biggest obstacle that everyone faces in their breathing practice in order to keep your breathwork alive.